Welcome back to Good Company. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few things, particularly the rest of this mission, Charlie's Company, and further on, there's a few changes been made to the game itself. The developers seem to be iterating fairly quickly on the game. Now there is new camera mode, so if I move around with WSAD, it follows my character automatically, or if I press tab, I can go back to the old thing where you just scroll around, much like any kind of management game or tycoon game would. Sort of handy to do that kind of thing. And there's lots of other things like basically I can press 1 for construction now, 2 and 3 for various different areas, press F for fast forward, etc., and stuff like that. So yeah, lots of handy stuff, quality of life stuff. Anyway, back to the objective of this mission. It says research any tier 3 module and craft at least 10 of them. Okay, so let's just get to our research desk and open a tech tree. Tier 3, we have the LED matrix. Comes from the LED array and requires 90 basic research data. Okay, well, let's just start the research. Okay, researching. And how long is that going to take? Quite a while, it seems. Yeah, so I definitely have time to do other things. Analysis desk, what are we actually analyzing? Still the LED array, that's fine. So let me just fast forward and bring you back once we're done the T3 module. Okay, so the LED matrix was complete. I'm not sure if we've got anything else to actually research. Let's go and take a look. We've got pretty much everything else, it looks like. So, well, that's no need for that then. So, fine. From there, we need to make that. And, yeah, so we need to set that up wherever we are. Now, that's the previous one. Right here, the Tinker table. We had the... it's currently making this one. Yes. So, crafted with Tinker table, chemistry table, yes, etc. 20 electronic parts. And what does the new one require? 10 electric parts, but needs 2 circuit boards and 1 LED array. So we still need this LED array thing. We're just going to clearly hook this to another table instead of going where it was. So that just means we're going to need circuit boards. And there we have that as well, which just needs metal and plastic. So it looks like we're going to need a couple of new things. First of all, a new couple of Tinker tables, maybe. So Tinker tables, we'll probably need 2 of them. So should we put them back to back? I guess we should. Yep. And let's just set them to individual things. So this one's going to make circuit boards. We're going to need to place this stuff. LED array, electronic parts. I think I'm going to replace the circuit boards closer to the incoming zone. And we're also going to go to construction, and I'm going to basically create a small shelving rack. Don't need a medium shelving rack for this one, I don't think. And it should be able to be placed into from either side. So we'll be able to place stuff from here, going onto this, to then be used here, which is where we're going to make the tier 3 module. Okay, and then instead of going where we did before, we're going to take the LED array from here across to this, instead of over across to this construction area over here. Let me set that up. And I've sorted that for the LED array, the LED matrix. So over here, I'm going to just go and design a new version, which should fit together. So the calculator 1500, let's just call that something else. So calculator, I don't know, marketing names, I guess. So 1700, and just delete that one. Okay. And that has both of them in. So same as before for everything else. And yeah, so why don't we just finish that design? Okay, and then we have a calculator 1700. So if you have a look at the comparison, yeah, so its features are a little bit nicer. Does this give me any kind of indication? Display fidelity. Okay, market appeal is really high compared to the other one. So yeah, we've got that one available. Now we probably need to do is just reset up our sort of construction here for actually making this. So if we make the calculator 1700, all the parts are the same, apart from, of course, the LED matrix, which has to come from somewhere else. So back over here, we don't want the LED matrix from here to go anywhere else. Let's just go into the logistics mode. So here, what I want to do is delete the connection for this. So I can click on delete connection. So it'll only ever go over here, whereby, it's going to need... no logistics slots are fully connected. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It goes to right here. That's fine. So now we're going to need to get a couple of employees. So let's hire someone. I think I did get a commenter saying they wouldn't want to work for me because I always pick the cheapest worker. Well, thankfully now the game's been updated, it looks like, so they're all the same. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to hire them, and we're just going to assign them to the circuits. hire the next one. It's going to be first come, first serve here, and assign them to making this. Okay, so they're waiting for a couple of things yet. LED array. Yep, that's fine. And the LED array should be on here. Yep, there's 6 of them. So we may well need another logistics employee. So why don't we just buy one of those as well? Let me just hire one of those and set them to logistics 2. Okay. And hopefully that should start. So there's the circuit boards, and there we've got bits and pieces. And that should not start making the LED array. Good. What did I put the output for that? I don't think I put the output anywhere, maybe. So I'm going to put the output for that over here. Okay. And hopefully that will go where it's supposed to. And of course, they're waiting over here for this. So I think we just have to wait a little while. Let's fast forward. And there it is. You've got it right there. Maybe I need to set up the connections for that as well, because this has changed. We don't actually want any of those, so that's fine. Let me just correct this. So let's get rid of all of those. And we're going to take just the LED matrix, and we're just going to say that should go right here. Now you should have everything you need to make this thing. And pick it up, fast forward. Okay, and now you have nowhere for it to go. Okay, so as before, logistics mode. I'm going to put you right here. Yeah, it's probably going to object because this thing has already got some logistics slots. Yep, so let's just move this over and just say you to go to there. Fine, and then you are going to go from there to over here. Okay, and that's everything, I think. Okay, so over here, what we probably want to do is make sure there's no reserve slots for our terrible calculators by comparison. No, that's fine. It's the 1700, and we have enough bandwidth to have lots of them, so that's good. All right, and that should be done as far as the objective's concerned. We just have to wait for these to be sold, of course, but yeah, so 3 out of 10 tier 3 modules crafted is what our next objective is, our next trophy or achievement, and I'm just going to fast forward for that, I think. Nothing much else to do at the moment, so let's go and see when that happens. Okay, so it looks like we've got that achievement done, and 1 out of 20 products built. That's fine. Sell directly to our distributors. Swing your friends and family discount, maybe. Let's make sure challenge there's more options to keep it going that I help. Craft 20 units of any product with at least 1 tier 3 module installed. Don't hesitate to experiment with production setups. The more you try, the more you learn. That's fine too. And I think we're okay to leave it alone pretty much now. So, yeah, 3 out of 20. I'm just going to keep making money. Well, losing money, it looks like at the moment. But once we sell, hopefully we're going to be making money. We'll see. And let's just wait till it gets to 20. And the only amend I've actually made to the production workflow here is just to get this person who's making these tier 3 modules just to dump them back onto the shelf instead of taking them over here themselves. And then our logistics employees are taking them over to this other input shelf for final assembly. And you can see we're making a slight profit here, nothing too excessive, but I don't need to optimize anymore because we are pretty much almost at construction. You can see we're making a bit more money there. So yeah, that should be done very shortly.
CEO TV, voice of the industry. We've just received surprising reports about a smart business move.
So we've got our 3 stars, 3 trophies, whatever you want to call it, and time to go back to the campaign map. So from here, we got a choice now. Okay, so there's a couple of options. Module Mania, go wild in this challenge where you're tasked with selling increasingly advanced batteries. Fill the outgoing zone with the currently requested one. Okay, I'd rather just go for like the mainline train. That seems to be like a side thing. So future bound. Okay. Good County. Calculates still a big thing here. And pocket computers. Okay, so yeah, I remember the well, I wouldn't call them pocket computers. Maybe you would. Remember the Scion series? Sort of full keyboard thing before we got all that features on smartphones. First kind of things that came out with the ability to type in them with like various notes and schedules and calendars and stuff like that before smartphones, of course. Yeah, show my age a little bit maybe, but anyway, at least 5,000 gold. Okay, let's start the level and let's see what we've got to go to. All right, we've got a few buildings, it seems. More than simple calculators, it's time to be bolder with your products. Okay, solid foundation, 10 simple circuits this week first. Okay, got brick pillars in here as well. Is this also our other building? No, looks like maybe I can buy it later. I hope so. Can I walk in here? Nope. Okay, guess we're only having the one building. Never mind. Hopefully you're enjoying a few other games that are coming out last couple of weeks as well. If you haven't already checked them out, particularly if you're into RPGs, I don't know if you have a PS4, I suppose. Definitely check out Persona 5 Royal if you're into the JRPGs. And if you're into sort of slightly JRPG, but largely these days much more like action combat JRPGs, Final Fantasy VII Remake is now out as well. So both of those are pretty good. Anyway. Aside from that, let's go and set things up. Alright, so let's put down a tinker table or two. I want to leave a little bit of room between it and the incoming zone. Just because I don't know where this is going to need to be taken just yet. So let's just put it... I don't want to get a blockage for people walking, but... Let's just put it there for now. Okay. And let's go and see what the production here it needs. So what do we actually need to create... simple circuits. Okay, circuit board, simple circuits, there we go. So 4 circuit boards and 10 electronic parts. It does look like we're going to need 2 different things for that. That's fine. So circuit board's going to be needed first, and that's going to be metal and plastic. So let's get that sorted, metal and plastic, both of those. Okay, and then we go into logistics mode, and we can get both of those going straight here or to a shelf. That's why I left a little bit of extra room. Although, maybe can we actually move this? Does it give me an option for moving it? It may not do. Move? Yes. That's good. So I want to move it slightly for, not there, but there. Okay? Just so that we have an extra space for a shelf. Which I'm going to put here. Medium shelf. Oh, not medium. Corner shelf, maybe. Yeah, and let's rotate that around. Not that it matters from this angle, but it's fine. And then we'll basically go into logistics mode and set those up. So we're going right to the left in this one. Seems a bit odd, but I know. But yeah, we'll just bring both of them in here. Okay. And then we're going to set it up from here to here. And that should be everything that it needs. And it's also going to need an output, which... These pillars are in the way. Fine. I guess I'm going to move this thing again, you know? Because I can. So let's just move tool and spin this around. And let's have it here instead. Okay. I guess I could move this as well while I'm at it. Yeah. And spin that around. So technically they are still going right, the left to right, just facing the opposite direction. And now we'll have another corner shelf here. Okay, we could spin those to face them, I guess. Not that it's going to matter, but yeah, and same thing there. Okay, so that's going to all go here. They're going to go be processed, and then they're going to go to here. I'm going to bring them across then behind and then go somewhere else. So from the outputs, we'll need to set that up. So here, going to here, and yep, that's the simple circuit boards done. Go back to construction, get a couple more things. So medium, corner shelf again. And need enough room. We need enough room. One person's going to be stood there, so another person needs to be stood behind them. So this is going to be fine. Okay, and why don't we just put them like this? So back to back. At least for the moment. Then tinker table can go between them. Set this up to the right recipe, which is the simple circuits. And then logistics mode, so inputs and output, and there to there. So move it, someone's going to move them across. I don't suppose that's even needed at this point, but we are going to need to have a logistics point, I guess, just to make sure that we have someone taking care of all this for us. That's inconvenient. I guess it doesn't have to be anywhere specific. It can be right there. Yep, that should be fine. And let's just buy a couple of... hire a couple of people. Let's get that right. So one going here. And one going here. And then I just have to remember to basically hook up the logistics from here to here, I think. Sorry, there. Are they not already set up? Maybe they are. Yeah, they should already be set up. So we just need a logistics employee. That's fine. You are going to deal with moving stuff for us. Okay. So that should all complete. This should go from here to here. And then we have to have... Ooh, what else do we need for this recipe? So for the second recipe, we need electronic parts as well. Okay, so we need to buy those. Buy electronic parts. And then we're going to configure those to be moved to here. Okay, and that's going to feed into the circuits, and the circuits are going to go here, at which point these can be then taken to our outgoing zone. Oh, why wouldn't you take to the outgoing zone? Not in reach. Simple circuits, outgoing zone. Okay, sometimes it mystifies me why it refuses to do that unless you say it specifically. But it's fine, this all should start up now, and we got 34 grand. We need to get 10 crafted in a week. I may need some more rearranging going on, but let's see how good they are to get started. Let's see if this whole thing works. So there's our circuits, and that's fine. Yeah, it makes 10 of them at a time, and you'll need 4 of them, I think. How many do you need for this? Yeah, 4 of them, and it takes 10 seconds. So how long does this take? Tell me. And it takes 10 seconds. So we can probably keep up two of these for every one of these, or 2.5, I guess you want to take it like that. So we could put another tinker table behind that. So if we just put a tinker table down and spin that around, this should be able to keep up just fine. I wish I could copy and paste like in Factorio, but short of that, then I guess we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And then we'll just feed stuff into there, feed stuff into there, and then that is pretty much identical to the other one. And we can just add an extra employee who will go and do that for us. Now, if we need more than this, if we need to scale up more than this, I'm going to need 2 of these, which is 20 of these coming off every 10 seconds. And of course, with these taking 4, then you can see I can obviously divide 20 by 4, you get 5. So 5 tables could actually be kept up and running if we needed them. But I don't think we will. I think we should be able to get this done pretty fine. Let's just fast forward. And let's just see whether I actually managed to make that many in a week. 9 out of 10. And there we go. Very good. Before you move on, you need to stick to calculators for just a little bit longer. Good County's high school is participating in the national math tournament again. Okay. Can't afford to lose face. Our team got stand a chance, and we need an advanced calculator. The processing power of at least 0.4. Okay, so we're going to need a design desk then. So back into here, design desk. I want to be a designer in my own corner somewhere. Yeah, just a bit of peace and quiet. Okay, and create a new blueprint. So, calculator. Simple case, wooden case. It doesn't matter. It's just processing power that it wants. So, simple case is probably the easiest. Okay, and then processing power. So, simple circuits, single battery cell. So, let's just go for something simple to get started, and let's see if it actually does the job. Spin that around. An LED array. Okay, processing power is 0.2. So can I get away with adding 2 circuits? Yes, I can. Okay, so I can just add duplicates. That's not a problem. And product must have a unique name. Okay, let's just call this advanced calculator. Finish design. Market appeal 3.8. All ticks. So yeah, except of course these things require chemicals, metal, plastic, and electronic parts. Yes, so we're going to need a whole bunch more stuff to set that up. Fresh blueprints, fine. You still have time before the tournament starts. Minimum 7 calculators per week. The processing power at least 0.4. So we need to basically make 7 of these calculators. Yeah, and that needs to be set up the same sort of chains that we had in the previous one. So I'm going to need to go and figure that out. So let's just go backwards from the end. We're going to get an assembly table, and we're going to have an assembly table probably right next to the outgoing, I think. Because instead of having an outgoing shelf for a logistics employee, if they're right here, they can just dump it onto here and there shouldn't be any problems. So there's our advanced calculator. It's going to need 2 simple circuits, and of course we are currently dumping those onto the market right now, but we won't need to soon. So single cell batteries, LED arrays, and simple cases. So I'm going to do that as before, and I'm going to skip forward through this bit because you've seen all of that in the previous episode. Okay, so I've got most things set up here. We may need an extra logistics employee depending. So because of where I've put the inputs and output shelves, it's going to be particular to your design. But in short, in this corner shelf, we've got the electronics coming in for our circuits. So it makes sense to put the LED arrays, or whatever they're called this time, yeah, LED arrays, near that shelf. Okay, so because that needs electronics. Over here, at this very end, we've got basically watch batteries, or whatever they're called, being pulled in from chemicals. And I've put that output close to this shelf, which is the input from our final assembly. Same thing here for this simple case. However, its input here for a simple case is plastic, and plastic actually is in this shelf right here. So these are the 2 original inputs that I had going in the circle. So we want to have our next Tinker tables basically alongside each of those, apart from where they can't be. And you can see on the outgoing zone here, we have 1 advanced calculator. So we're definitely already running. Whether we'll actually make any money without actually optimizing this whole production thing, yeah, we'll see. The truck hasn't been by yet, so we're losing money quite a bit. So let's see how many we're producing this week. Let's fast forward. So that's 2, and is the truck, that's 3. Truck's going to be here in, well, it says 30 seconds, but we're in fast forward mode, so that's not going to take very long at all. 3, 4. Okay, will we get to 7? The answer is no, we won't get to 7. The maximum we get to is 5, and that is pretty much, I think, you can watch your employee over here, see what they're actually sort of delaying at first, if you like, and that is a few things. One is delaying over here because of this LED array. LED array inputs and outputs, let's take a look at that. It's coming from this shelf, which is right here, which is fine, that's not too bad, but its output is going all the way over there. And this employee is having to walk all over there. So let's just fix that for a start off. Just a small corner shelf will do the job. Well, that's outside the radius of our logistics point. So we're going to need a logistics point over here. Let's just put that there. Okay. And hopefully they will cross over between those 2. We may need a 3rd logistics point. Possibly. Okay. So we've got 1 that should cover all of our space. Yeah, that should cover all of us. Well, maybe that needs to be moved just 1 further down. Okay, that should now cover all of our space. And then we just need to rework this a little bit. So, whoops, that's duplicate. I need to basically change this connection so we can get rid of that one. Send that to this shelf, which should be shorter for that employee. And then this shelf is going to go to the other one. So that is going to go all the way over here to this one. Okay. And that should be everything. So let's fast forward and go into the full color mode. So you should put this on here. Yep. Okay, now we need those employees. So hire employee, hire, and you're going to be going to this logistics point, and another one, and you're going to this other logistics point. And let's see if that makes things more efficient. You see this employee is waiting for an LED array right now. So that's where the inefficiency is at the moment. We'll see if you can work flat out what our actual rate per week is going to be. And there we go. We've achieved 7 per week. Let me just pause things so using space. You'll see if you just click on the inventory of your final input, the thing next to your assembly table, you'll see the stock levels. So you can just watch to see just how much stock you've got. If it always stays positive, you know you've probably got space to actually put down another assembly table and have another parallel workflow. But if we needed to do that for this one, thankfully we don't, just for that particular star, but we definitely need another LED array because it's hovering around 1. It goes from 2 to 1 to 2 to 1, etc. But that wouldn't stand another assembly table. Anyway, phew, let's hope the good county kids blow the competition away. Time for you to get on with a research, consultant and analysis desk, and a research desk. To use any type of module at the analysis desk to generate at least 4 basic research data per day. And I guess it says any kind of module, so we can take whatever's the highest inventory level at our corner shelf to go and research. Devices with increased data storage. Memory bank module that takes this feature into account. Okay. So for that right now, the highest we've got is this simple circuit. So why don't we just get started with that to get started? Saying the same thing twice. We need to basically say the simple circuit should be going over here to this analysis desk. So let's just set here simple circuit. That gets us 5, and we need at least 4, so that should be fine for the moment. And then we'll just basically attach that going to here. Maybe? Not sure whether we need to go to some kind of input desk for that kind of thing, but we'll see on that front. And then let's go over here to research. So to open tech tree, we've got a few things. So tier 3 modules, same thing we did last mission. We have a better plastic case. Market discoveries 2. What it actually told us to do, however, is to get increased memory storage. So that I would assume is a register bank. Yeah, because none of the rest is anything about memory storage. So, okay. And that needs 80 research points. So, unlocks a small register bank. Start research. But we are, however, going to need 2 more employees. So, hire them for analysis. Hire you for this. And then let's set them going. There's the 2 new employees. They can't do anything at the moment for research, but once the analysis starts up, that should kick off and things should start moving. In the meantime, however, I'm probably going to need, once I have access to that, I don't think I can actually deal with that right now. If I duplicate this thing and go into edit mode, can I actually... No, I can't even see it. Okay, fine. And we could increase things by doing the wooden case thing and then colouring it, but I'm not going to worry about that initially. I just want the requirements for this mission. So 2 out of 4 used per day. That should be really quickly. There it is. Okay, there's our milestone. Have you noticed how little room there is in here? Yes, I really have. A few new buildings next to this one are for sale. Okay, take the door to the alleyway, have a look around and buy a new building. That should give a bit more breathing room. Okay, how much are the other buildings for sale? 20,000. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to buy that building. Okay. A pocket computer. Fine. Okay, so it basically wants us to copy a pocket computer from other market competitors. Okay, I guess we're going to do that probably in the next episode now because we're roughly out of time for this one, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything until these guys have actually done some more research. So I'm going to do that extra research off camera between the episodes because you've seen that research process before. You just pick a new thing in here, and as long as you've got inputs going into your analysis desk because of the fuel, then things are cool. Someone in the comments did say, can you have the same person doing both of these? Yes, if you don't want it to be fast, I guess. I'm not sure you can assign the same person to more than one station though. But I think you're probably going to want one each because you're going to want the analysis constantly going to feed the research rather than just build up a huge amount. But if anyone knows any different, feel free to put them in the comments down below. As always, guys, I think that's probably the end of the episode. If you aren't a subscriber already, you can do so and click on the bell for notifications of more episodes. And of course, I will see you next episode for some more Good Company or some of the other series that are going on the channel at the moment, including X4, Split Vendetta, E02, which is a sort of a cubic ecological game. That's something else to look forward to. What else have I actually got going? Satisfactory still going, and what's the final thing? Subnautica Below Zero. Yes. So yes, plenty of other games on the channel. And as I said, if you like RPGs, do check out Final Fantasy VII Remake and what is that to say? Persona 5 Royal. They are both very, very good games. And let me know down in the comments. I may well be replying to them if you've had any problems with them, or indeed if you're liking them too. Otherwise, as always, guys, thanks for watching.